Yeah.
Sweet. Well, welcome everyone. We're the MLP Drawing School, like normal. If you didn't know that, I'm interested in how you got here. Uh, if you did know that, congratulations. You all get a cookie. You have to just send in your MLPDS barcodes that come on the bottom of your cereal boxes.
Do we get official MLPDS action figures now?
Yeah,
What about a decoder
playsets and
ring?
toys. Well, that's just how you understand me is via decoder ring. So, folks, I'm just gonna get this draw pile thingy up. I believe in it.
I believe in you who believes in me.
It's
See
alive.
pronunciation.
I think Help Me Draw Horses is trying to write words there, but they just came out as barcodes.
Somebody doesn't have their decoder ring on.
Oh no! I only have 3 pictures downloaded. No, I should have 4. Stupid sorting orders. What was the 4th? We had this worked out already. I was being all like good at this and stuff, and then I failed. Found it.
No.
All right. So, first picture we have up. This is from someone with a name and face. It's from Dazzling Flash. They're
Oh, you have to unselect it. We can't.
do I
Sorry to be the party pooper.
rain on my parade, eh?
Yep.
One day, Miss Claw. Boom bang Rachel
I'm Luna. I'm a princess.
I needed oxygen. Alright, so 424. Vent art of my bug horse. Tried to fix the neck issue. Also, no web access. Couldn't add any design to the dress. Wait, with no web access, how'd they upload?
I would assume they just meant when they were drawing it, and then they uploaded it later on.
Ah,
I don't know. That's what I would assume anyway.
maybe for references? Who knows? I will tell you though, offline references can be your hero. Downloading a bunch of pretty pictures of pretty horses is a pretty good idea. I think my roommates are just beating each other. That's what it certainly sounds like. So, hey, bow to your waifu. Let's talk about this pony here. Well, changeling. It's changeling. I'm interested because most changelings don't have manes, like at all. This one has very curly mane. Be interested what the reasoning behind that. Person
I've seen that a lot before.
Dazzling
Person McFace.
Flash should definitely respond to us with why they would do that. I'm interested. Also, the lack of tail.
It could be under the dress. Little tail.
Could be. It doesn't look like they drew it because you can see a bit of their underline.
That's
That
fair.
goes there.
You know, actually, I've seen a little bit of this before. Like, it's like a changeling pony hybrid where it like gets pony hair, but it still is a changeling. But who knows? We'll never know until we find out from the artist.
This is why we like people hanging around with us. Just being like, I was hoping you would critique my picture. Thanks. Like that.
Just like that.
Yeah.
You kind of sound like Hannibal Lecter with that thanks.
Oh god.
So, pony critique.
This is why I can't have children. They would be ruined. Alright, I see Ali Claus following that gif that was handed around.
Uh-huh.
I'll get a line. I'll get a line.
The line, no, undo, line, undo, line, undo.
The muzzle needs a little caretaking. The body general shape, at least what we can see, seems fine to me in relation to the head. If we're going for like a filly body, like a small child, because they generally sit around one head to one body, like the entire body. If that's not what we're going for, unfortunately the head shrinks. They lose a bit of their adorableness, but then they get a little more springiness out of the body. Of course, OCs do what you want, but if you're trying to base it anywhere off the show as far as proportions go, it's a pretty good idea to try and keep it where for fillies in colts, their one head would be the same as one body, and the same works for vertical as horizontal for that. So one head, one body. Yeah. So the legs. Let's talk to your legs. Also, happy almost 1 month to your birthday ish, minus 2 days. So like 28 days. Wait, what's next month?
May. No, March. No, May. I was right.
There's only 28 days in May, right?
I believe so.
Well then, happy 26 days to your birthday. So legs. One thing I highly suggest while looking at your legs is remember they're very curvy, they're smooth, they taper towards the bottom to give it a larger hoof, and this all helps give it a general shape to it, a feeling to it. What you have right now is sort of like they're standing on stilts or 2x4s, which is very pointed and not very interesting to look at. Now, if we're to go ahead and take that back part and curve it just a little bit, and then the front part we go really extreme on and curve it out, and then just give them a wee little hoof, and voila! Now we have a nice tapered design to the leg and plenty of area to leave all those weird little chitin holes, changeling holes to moons and other locations. Not quite sure what they do with those holes. Maybe they put towels in them.
They would make convenient holders when walking around, wouldn't they?
Yeah. I wonder if you like wave them quick enough, do they like whistle in the air?
Bubbles. Bubbles blowing.
Someone needs to draw that picture.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that actually.
A pony.
I'm pretty sure I saw a chrysalis that was in a bathtub blowing bubbles through one of her holes in her leg.
That sounds adorable and also disturbing, but adorable.
It was so cute.
It's like a Cthulhu baby. I mean, it's a baby, but it's Cthulhu.
I don't think this would be context in which a Cthulhu could be adorable.
By the way, hello BFC. Nice for you to join us. I also apologize I wasn't here last week. It happens sometimes.
But Vital did an awesome job. Everyone agrees.
And so did Hollow Note.
Yes,
Hollow
and
Note
Hollow
was
Note.
We try not to miss too many, but you know, life, that thing.
Responsibilities? What? You mean life is a thing?
Last time I checked.
I have none of that.
So I'll quick talk about the head if you want.
Yeah, please.
So what Living Dead explained earlier about size and proportion and whatnot, but the main thing I'm suggested with what I drew here, just get a different color. All right, that'll do. So basically, when you look at where the muzzle comes out, you're gonna want to go more like 1/3 down the head rather than, or 1/3 to 1/4 of the base of the head instead of right out the center at 1/2. Gives you much more of a pony muzzle. Boop boop. Boop. And as for the eyes, go bigger. You have a big head to fill up. So, and as we see our colorful equines, they have quite large eyes on their head. That's how the cartoon deals with like their bigger heads, much rounder heads. So yeah, I just did like a little big eye here. I started out, as you saw, as a circle, but then I started cutting it off to get the expression. So like eye slant down, a little cheek straightening. As for the horn, your horn was pretty good. You know, changeling horn, swoop it up. They have little swoops to them. And as for the hair, I would say super curly like that can be nice. But I would say for the cartoon, what they do with curls, like if you look at Pinkie Pie, they kind of simplify the curls. So go for like bigger, bolder swooshes. You know, bloop. Something that's a little more defined rather than just squiggly lines. If you want to go more towards what the show points out, at least. The only other thing I have left to add is make your ears just slightly bigger compared to the little ear down here. All right. I'm rusty at doing this, but I did it.
I didn't realize you changed your name. Hi, Rusty.
Yeah.
Yes, dad joking all this place up, yo.
I mean, I expect that much out of you.
Hope so. Otherwise, we have a problem. Yeah, so that's about all I got for this picture. Ellie, Vital, you guys, ladies, got anything?
I said my piece.
Alrighty then. My next suggestion would be draw more, draw often, and have fun with it.
Yeah.
Don't draw the same pose over and over again, because that gets so boring. So boring. Try something new. Try something funny. Try something not quite as sad. Those tears, you gotta dry them, or turn them into an elixir. I hear changeling tears are quite good for exfoliating.
Well, that's pressing.
Yeah. Anyway, next picture.
Yeah. Oh, and don't get discouraged when it's hard. When you're challenging yourself, that's a good thing.
Well, yeah.
Means you're learning.
If it's hard, you're probably doing something right.
Yep.
That could be a dirty message.
She's squeaking.
What did you guys say? I missed it. Just so you know, her entire face is bright red.
We're the best.
I guess we really did need those drinks today.
Oh, this is the picture. It's the picture!
Yay! Snickety snick.
I hope you can all hear my roommates, whatever they're doing. I think it's just raspberries all around. Because I can certainly hear it through the walls and through my headphones.
Snicky snake pone. Where's Undead Rattler?
Oh, you should tell him to get in here. Be like, Snaky, we need your help on identifying.
Oh wait, didn't he go
Snake.
home for the day? Yeah, he went home for the day.
People in having lives.
I'll text him a picture of it.
Perfect. This is pretty cute snake pone. Oh, it's a snake pegapone.
Well, kinda. I don't know.
It's got wings.
The scan's not really quite large enough to figure out if it might also be a unicorn. There's something. Oh no, that's the diamond on its head. Is the diamonds
the
going
continuation.
down the back.
Yeah.
Should have gone with the what type of painted horse where they have the diamond often forming in the middle of their head.
Yeah.
What type of horse is that?
Um,
Because they're freaking adorable.
I wish I knew horses better, but I sadly do not.
It's true.
Help me draw horses.
Yeah.
You should know about horses.
Our yes, help me draw horses. We did finally get our mansion. Our mad dollars that we make from uploading the YouTube videos has finally paid for our down payment on the mansion.
Yeah, didn't you hear? Draw stream teaching things are more popular than Let's Plays now. We're like the PewDiePie of draw streams.
Yeah. Wow.
Well.
Vitals look cutie pie.
Ah!
And she explodes. She sounds like a cat, like a kitten.
She does mew, it's true.
Alright, so what I think is going on with this snake tail is it appears to be, like if we're looking from the top of the branch here, it looks like the pony's all right here. Womp. I am just a pony.
Takes from time to time.
It looks like a pony.
We're missing our karaoke streams.
Oh god, I can't sing.
That's what karaoke's for.
That's what alcohol is for.
Yes. I mean, I'm not endorsing everyone to drink.
Yeah, no, me neither, because then there's less for me.
Something like that. Snaky, snaky. They got 3 wraps. They must have got them on like a deal or something. Does that make sense for what the snake's doing?
Let me back out. Yeah. Definitely. That's a really well drawn.
I'm awesome at drawing squiggly line snakes. No.
You should do this professionally.
Well, we already make our millions off of this. Wouldn't that be
Oh,
professional?
Right, I forgot.
By the way, can you return the private jet? I know you wanted to go for a loop around the world in it, but I kind of need it. I need to go pick up at Timmy's.
Oh, fine. But bring it back. I need it at 6.
6:30?
6:45.
Okay. Agreement. Snaky, snaky.
Oh, that's a good question. Did you turn on recording, Dum Dum?
That's always a good question. And just to double check, because I know I shut it off at one point. Yeah, it's recording.
Okay, good.
I wish I wish I had the ability to like have a recording light toggled up in the top corner. Wait, maybe
Be
OBS
like,
does that. Is there a
maybe?
way to toggle events based on what OBS is doing? If someone knows this
Possible?
answer, they need to help me out here. I wonder if you'd want to try and put more of the snake features on the face.
So like a wider muzzle?
Yeah, like a longer face, and then give it the snake nose. Because they have the slots down the side of the face as opposed to like a standard nose. Well, some of them do, sorry. Others just use their tongue, and depending on the type. This is like a diamondback or an anaconda. I'm not quite sure. So anyway, why I bothered even drawing this top view out? What's going on over here towards this curve here? When you drop over this side, what you want to do is on this part, you want to actually give a visual separation. Because you aren't shading, your best method is using a line to actually separate it. And what will help the viewer is understanding that that is further behind it, because this little piece right here is actually going to create a visual overlap with this area here. And by giving that separation line, even if you don't fully complete it, it's going to help tell the viewer what's happening with that. It's just a little visual trick to convey your message. Yes. Otherwise, just shade the living crap out of it and hope for the best. Now, I understand why you did this, the underscaling all the way across here. Like you did all these little fine lines to sort of show what the underbelly is. What that seems to me, based on the angle of this picture, is that the entire body is actually tilted towards the viewer for that side. So it's done a like 270-degree rotation from how it's sitting up here, and it's rotated sideways and finally came out over here like that. That seems a little odd to me. And the reason it does is because, well, it's done like a 270-degree rotation. It would make more sense if we were to only show just the prevailing line of that underbelly to give it the idea that we might just be seeing the flat side of it as though it's rolled over a little bit. But once again, it's your picture. Do as you wish. It's just my suggestion. It seems as though we have some Allie and Vital drawing up on the body here, or head. So let's bring it over to them.
I'll quick go first. So what I did was I actually I moved the muzzle like we talked about in the last picture. So I moved the muzzle down. Originally it was about at halfway, so I moved it down to closer around 1/3, 1/4 of the bottom of the whole head circle. And as to Living Dead's suggestion, I kind of tried to snakeify the muzzle instead of making it small and pony-like. Basically, what we did was we took, let me get a different color, blue will do. So we took it out a little bit further, and we made it rounder and we made it wider. Also gave it a little cat face, because if you look at snakes, they have those little cat faces to them. The little, like, the 3-lip thing. You know what I'm talking about. And big, wide, long slits for... See, Living Dead's got it. They got a little bit of a cat smile. Little, big, long slits. The other thing was I moved the eyes a little closer together, as you can see here. Gotta make sure they're in line with each other. 2 little parallel We'll make it Living Dead's cute little snake. 2 little parallels will make it nice. The other important thing I did is I brought the hair down. You have the hair going up very, very high, and I know this hairstyle is pretty hard. It's difficult to do. But just when thinking about the hairstyle, you have your head, right? People want to start by like just going around hairstyle. Think about how it attaches to the head first. So since you have the bangs coming out, you just draw a line like, okay, the bangs will come out from this position and it'll just gradually keep coming out here. Can I bring it around? There's your ear, it'll come down, loop there. So yeah, just think about it coming from growing out of the head rather than putting it on the head. It's kind of like how some toupees look horrible because it's just you're putting it on the head.
Are you not telling us something about Jin?
I have something to tell you guys. I don't know if you noticed. Okay, that's my 2 cents for the head. Vital?
All I did was floofy up those hooves a little bit because they were a bit thin.
Poofy.
All I
Being
floofed
puffy.
them. I fed them marshmallows.
Yes, the wing. The wing's odd. Actually, I have a slight theory about this.
Go for it.
That is just a regular pony inside of like a fake snake. Because the body abruptly ends right over here. Like we have a physical separation line.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes me think it's a costume. Especially with the Pegasus wings.
True.
Now, if it isn't, I highly suggest getting rid of this separation line. Just and then slowly integrating this underbelly into their underbelly, so it's a smooth transition. It will help, give it a more cohesive feel from front to back.
Yeah, I agree. I was thinking the same thing.
The only other thing I'll mention is, especially with doing longing, snaky bodies, watch your widths because I know the snake goes thicker and shorter depending if it's close to the front and the end, the middle and the end. But there's some parts where you're much thicker. Like if we look at the first coil over here, you're kind of going from medium to large to thin, or medium again, and then you're going to large, and then then the end's fine because that goes from smaller to smallest. But I would just say, yeah, it's something difficult to do, but yeah, just as you're going, watch the lengths because you're definitely the middle will be one of the bigger. Look at lots of snakes. Study snakes. Snake studies are gonna be your best friend.
Snake, you snake.
Snakes are fun. They make great pets. Very snug.
All right then, we're on like a roll here. We're only 30
Oh
minutes
yeah.
in, and we're already done 2. I do have to bail at 9. Well, probably a little before 9.
I don't think we'll have an issue there.
That's like 3 hours from now. I have to do work for work.
Ew, this is your work, God.
Well, I have to hide the fact that I make millions off of this. It's
Oh,
really a
okay.
menial job.
I see.
Just don't ask about the 12 Bugattis and my Lamborghini account.
So who wants to take on the head this time?
I can do it.
All right.
I'll take it head on.
Ah!
Alright, so who is this? We didn't introduce the last person either, but we'll do this one because I remembered. This is Sword Slinger, and it's rough draw for a friend, any device. We have plenty. Hopefully you are willing to listen to them. Otherwise, I think there's an echo chamber somewhere towards the left. Layer 5 and 6 are above this. Layer 4 is it. Whoops. It's a pretty standard thing, mistakes or issues going on here. Pretty much every single person who draws ponies will go through this. And it's easiest fixed by just doing more, doing a few studies, measuring and comparing, making sure you have a good reference. And when all is done, it might start to look a little happier to what you're hoping for. So, just going to redraw a few more parts and then I'll roll into this. What do you think? It's a mare or stallion? Yeah, I'm just going to copy its muzzle anyway. Oh, are you taking the muzzle?
You can.
No, it's all yours. I'll do the rest of the head.
You can do it because I did my muscles weird anyway. I'll play with the eyes.
Alrighty. Boom, 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 boom. Horse. Nay. Allie, that's adorable. Alright, so quick thing about muzzles. We like to have people try and draw their muzzles as 3D blocks. So if you scroll back about 45 seconds into this video, you'll see me laying down it as a dark blue block and as a 3D object coming off the face. You can see a bit of those sketch lines Vital Mender laid down in the neon green, which do this. They separate the head. We like to use those as our guidelines for the entire body, or for the entire head. From there, we'll place that 3D square off the off the head, and then using those lines we've drawn, it'll help us point the heads to make sure that the front of the nose or the front of the muzzle is kept the same horizontal line as the actual head lines we've laid. Same as the vertical lines, making sure they match up. It just makes life a lot easier. And then from that dark blue square, we'll go back and refine it to the rounded shapes, and that will give us a nice 3D muzzle we can use to then step back to that 2D muzzle if you want. So for instance, I wanted to bring it back to a 2D muzzle, much more like the show style, but still having a bit of the artistic license of having more than 10 seconds to render the entire frame. We now have a 2D muzzle. And there we go. Bing bang done. It looks a lot easier than it is going to be for the first few times, but just give it a few tries. Definitely use it on the under sketch layer at least to try and figure out the direction and shape of the muzzle. And of course, you can alter it for the mares and stallions. The mares have generally smaller muzzles that'll be like 3/4 of the head. Stallions will be about half a head or larger, depending on if you're doing like a Big Mac style or who's Brayburn. Brayburn has a small muzzle, same as Dr. Hooves. Now a note about the ears. So ears form from the halfway mark on the head. You can see right back here we have them marked at half. And then about a third of the way across the head they'll end. And they actually sit about 3/4 of a head tall. So if you're to take that head circle, shrink it down to about 3/4 of its original size, remove 1/4 of its size and then measure against it, you'll see that the ear is now about in the right size. That might not make sense. Hopefully it does. I really hope it does. I'm going to assume it does. Makes sense to me.
Probably does.
And if it doesn't, just throw questions into the response that we stick on your post. We'll help you.
Absolutely.
Or we'll ignore it. No,
You're
we'll help
evil.
you. I try my best to be evil. Alright, so what I've done here with this brown crossy thingy going through the head, I've gone from the very top of the head to the very bottom. And from the two sides of the head, and I've taken it from the back to the front. This is all based on that cross that we laid through the head earlier. I just quickly threw it on. Unfortunately, I don't have the cross on here anymore because I erased most of it. But you can lay this down while it's there. What we use this for is figuring out our horn. Horns are a bit more complicated because they're all like 45 degrees off the center of the head. We have to figure out how we can sanely do that. So if we have that cross laid down, we want to go from this middle point formed to 45 degrees in. And you're going to have to judge 45 degrees, but making a rough judgment works. From there, we now have a horn base, and we can follow that line all the way up to make the rest of the horn. And now we have a perfect angled horn. Magic. I know, we're throwing math at you. You're going to be like, I just got out of math class. I don't want this anymore. No, but just try it. Sometimes it makes sense. If it doesn't, just play with it. Draw more, draw often. That spiel again. Alright, that's my spiel. Vital Mender.
Yeah,
Your eyeballies?
yeah, I have eyeballs.
Any chance you can boost your mic a little bit?
I don't know. Is this better?
Yes, much.
Okay. All I really did with the eye was just kind of alter the angle to match the muzzle. With the eye, whenever we're... Okay, can you still hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So, with the eyes, whenever it comes off of the muzzle is like going like this or whatever, and back in. The eye isn't like going to be on the muzzle, right? It's going to kind of move up next to the muzzle.
I'm going to hide layer 5. Boop.
And then this just gives us a little bit easier. Oh, hey. And I think I turned this a little bit too far.
You might have overdone it a little bit, but that's alright.
There.
So what she's done is a very stylistic eye.
That's why I said I'm so bad at this.
That's fine. It's just important to point that out. If you're going for an MLP eye, we'll just quickly throw... Ah, she's erasing it all.
MLP is like.
It's just an oval drawn on it. It's like, ja, I found an oval in my oval drawer.
God.
Want me to quickly do that?
Yeah, this is why I don't do this. I'm sorry.
Alright. That's fine. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I should probably follow the same eye direction. Hello, eyeball. My, I'm staring at you. Eyeballs. They're big ovals. Massive. And then you can do your, oh, I am sexy eyeballs. I am angry. No, but I want sexy. Voila. Magic eyeballs. They do go quite a distance down. They're once again very, very large. They sit about half a head height. And that's about all I got for this one. We could talk about the mane, but I'd like to see you do a bit more work on the face shape before we get to mane, because once you get the head shape down a bit more, your mane will probably pull in line with it. Yeah, that's about it. Anyone else got anything? Going once? Going twice?
No.
Sold to the lowest bidder. So we're gonna do the last one then. Whoa, this one's massive. That's what she said. Alright, I hope I didn't end up distorting it. There we go.
Lovely. Oh, LD, by the way, someone linked up art. I don't know if Help Me Charlesters you want us to crit that, but just a heads up, LD, before it gets lost.
I gotta click it. Nay, nay, nay.
I like this style.
Actually, the legs look very much like your sort of style.
Yeah, they are. They're very close.
Well then, I think you should take the body. Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like this wing over here. Like the... Oh, what layer am I on? What did I just do there? I really like this wing over here.
Mm-hmm.
Not as large a fan as this wing of that one.
Can I actually say something about the wings?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I know you said to do the body.
You're allowed to talk about anything.
Yeah.
Say for the wings, like especially on this, it's really, really noticeable on this one over here. So when you're drawing these feathers on here, you don't really want them all to be like the same length and like they're all pointy and stuff like that. One thing that will help make it look more, I guess, believable, like as a wing, is to add some detail to the wings, give the feathers variety. Let's see, something like
I think the pony has like a cap on.
Yeah, it's connected to some wires.
Hmm. Really interested in what this picture's supposed to be. There's not enough detail in the background to sort of figure out the context.
Does this make any sense?
Yeah, overlapping feathers. Oh, there's no tail on this poor one.
It doesn't have any hair either. Maybe there isn't supposed to be a tail.
You could be right about that. But judging on how they do their other tails, I think they do them like skin for this entire length and then just floof of hair.
Traditional unicorn tails? Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know. Is that a traditional unicorn?
Oh, they're in
Yeah.
they're in chat. They're
Are
in
they?
they're in chat. Yeah.
The traditional unicorn tail is like the thin and then the floofy hair at the end, kind of like that.
It's a lion's tail. Well, a way floofier lion's tail.
Kind of, yeah. I don't know what that's from, but it's really old and I don't know. Anyway,
The mythical
Yeah.
beast itself.
I'm destroying these feathers. I'm so bad at this. I cannot digital to save my life. The only other thing I was going to say about the wings is that the feathers aren't going to be in a straight line like this. They're going to kind of be at an angle. So the feathers would be more like this on the wing. You're going to have the wing, what's called the wing bars, where the different sizes of feathers go. And so there's, that's a little bit too far forward. So on the wing, you're going to have wing bars that kind of wrap around like that. And then at the end, your feathers will kind of, you'll have some that are like, they're going to kind of go like this. And then you'll have like the longest one will just kind of stick out here. And then I'll just kind of double back. Like this. Again, I can't digital, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying.
I do.
I do. Wing references.
Wing. For big wings on a creature that people draw them often very large, I suggest looking at griffins, because people often draw massive, majestic wings on them.
I would just look at real birds. Like,
what is
pictures of
this?
birds. I mean,
Real references?
what's wrong with that?
Oh, Zom.
You get a hug. Possibly an apology beer.
I really like this body style. I don't really see a whole lot wrong with the body anatomy as it is. I would suggest adding a little bit more hoof definition down here. Like, let's see if I can give a kind of example. Just a tiny something, just like this. Little bitty something just to give a little hoof definition so that it's not just like one solid line that wraps all the way around. This one, see, just like this one's got a little bit. Not a whole lot, just a little something so you tell this is where the hoof is, this is where the leg is. Hoof, leg, separate, two different things. This shoulder
Don't
up
forget
here.
the ears. my suggestion. Sorry.
You can talk about the ears.
It's
Oh.
just the second ear's often forgotten on drawings, and I noticed that they're forgotten on these ones too.
Yeah, I usually don't draw the second ear. I usually just like swoop the mane up where the other ear would be, and just have like a giant poofy mane on that spot.
Oh, that's fine. That's just the cheating method. It's fine.
Yep.
I like that method.
Let's see.
If I didn't have a paper to write and keep clicking my keyboard, I'd offer to come into the chat if you guys would let me explain stuff. Aren't you in the chat right now? Oh, in the voice chat. Oh.
But yeah, I really like this body style. I would just if you're gonna go with like the longer body style, like the horses, maybe just alter the shoulder a little bit so that it's closer to like horse anatomy, because it's kind of weird because horse shoulders are a lot bigger than like the legs, so it kind of come out a little bit more. But it's still good. Like the angles are pretty good. I would just say bring it out a little bit more, and maybe bring this one back some like that.
Oh no! Finish your paper.
Go. Paper.
We will.
This is recorded, so yeah, just a heads up, this is recorded, so you can watch the YouTube video, so you won't miss out on none.
Excuse me. I really actually don't have much to say about this. I mean, your anatomy is pretty good, as Vito was saying. It's obviously not a completed picture. The wings have already been touched on. I would pull. I don't know if I mentioned it. The reason I drew over the second wing is I'd pull it back a bit because of perspective. The pony laying on its side, you'd expect the far wing to actually look as though it's smaller than the close wing. Also, don't forget Twilight up here has a second wing. Second wing.
Oh yeah, that would probably definitely be visible.
Chicken wang.
I wonder if Pegasus wings would taste like chicken wings.
Oh gosh, they're horrible. What?
Whoa, guys, there's a bird sitting on my windowsill right next to me. Sorry.
Take a picture. Snapchat.
I'll try. Staring at me. It's watching me critique art.
It wants you to use it as a reference.
I've tried to be quiet. I'm like, I don't want to be loud now. Oh, it's gone. Damn it.
It was just busy pooping on your balcony.
Damn it. That was exciting. Sorry. I got really excited. I love birds.
Birds are good. But anyway, I've said it like 5 times already, but I'll say it again. I do really like this style. Reminds me of somewhere between Antiander and I can never pronounce their name. It's really long. Something dark. Something, I don't know. Anyway, they do the like big muzzles and fuzzy stuff on the cheeks.
DI Leak does too. DL Leak?
Delete.
Yes. Does a style very much like this. So does whoever does spades. I don't know. More pictures. We like more pictures. By the way, did we ever get a response from Help Me Draw Horses on if you wanted that picture critiqued?
I don't see one. No, I do not. So let me draw horses. Do you want to link that pic again, and if you want to critique?
I see a yes. I still have
Yes.
it open. I know, it surprised me some days too.
You are on a roll.
That's because someone slanted my house.
Any idea how to pronounce that artist? I just PM'd it to you in Discord.
Discord.
You howling at the moon?
I did that once. Someone told me to shut up. Aw, issue dark pen.
That person.
Yeah, totally that style.
Yeah, they have the awesome muzzles and loopiness on the cheeks and all that.
Oh, it's so adorable.
This awesome little floof right here reminded me of that.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna
So
stare
cute.
at ponies for a few minutes here.
Pony, pony.
Pony. Pony.
Ooh, more.
Pony.
Oh, I've already looked at these. Yes, I like it. I do like your art.
Pony.
Do you have any finished ones? I should look for your. Let's see.
Pony.
Cat and soup. Cat and dash soup.
Ponies. Bats.
Fruit bat?
No, pony bats.
Oh, okay. So bat ponies.
Aww. It's little Octavia booping little vinyl booping at little Octavia. Adorable. I ship that.
Everyone does, because it's. Who doesn't ship that? Like, seriously.
I don't know. Anyone not ship that? All right,
How
where
can
do
we
we
not?
I think that's what we're here for, right?
Definitely.
Maybe. We might have to check with a few doctors.
See, we're actually the My Little Pony shipping school.
Oh, gosh.
My little shipping, my little shipping. We're also the My Little making up excuses on why we aren't drawing right now. School.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mouthful.
Or what?
My Little making up excuses for why we aren't drawing right now.
That doesn't make any sense.
What fun is there in making sense?
Hello.
Discord 2013. Where that episode came out. Squiggle art.
Is there one in particular you'd like critiqued of those that you just threw at my face?
Hey, baby, what's that sound?
Oh, sinners, let's go down, let's go down, let's go down.
Music.
Or were you doing
What?
the Gone in 60 Seconds song?
I have no idea. It's just, for some reason, that popped in my head.
You know, I have a very important question for Help Me Draw Horses. What's going on with the eyes here? Is there like two pictures overlaid on each other?
No, it's obviously layers that aren't clipped.
The eyes are
Am I
not
right?
overlapping.
It's layers that aren't clipped, right?
I don't think so. Yeah, I
Um,
don't. I think they talked about this before in chat. I didn't quite read all of it.
Yeah, what's up with the 2 circles here? Wow. Someone ignore that circle.
You're going mumblecore right there. That actually is an exercise in art, by the way. Just like if you draw squiggly lines and like do things, and then you have to turn them into a situation or use them as like your motion lines, or
I got
it's
one.
actually a really fun exercise.
I did a mumblecore for Bishy one time. Mumblecore is hard.
Mumblecore is best.
It's so much fun. Just like melt all of the eyes.
And then glitter. And then very saturated colors.
No, Bishy asked me to do one on the black paper because it just looks so cool on that black
It
paper.
does. I'll say that. The black paper, like, just, it makes colors pop in such a nice way.
Yeah, I just wish I was better at using it.
I never could get sketching on it because, like, I'm like, oh, I can't see my line. I'm drawing too dark. Now the colors aren't working. Blah blah blah.
Use a softer pencil.
Softer pencil.
Yeah, if you want to sketch on the black paper, use like a 4 or a 6B.
And I have those. I shall try that. Thank you.
Awful, but if you sketch on it with like a 4 or a 6B, it'll give you a nice shiny silver that you can actually see. Because if you try to sketch on it with like anything harder than a B, it's just like completely invisible.
Yeah. I mean, I'm terrible. Like when I sketch, I usually just use mechanical pencils because I always have them around.
Oh yeah,
I
you're
never
not gonna
actually
be able to see that at all.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I'm like, okay, I should actually use my my leads, my
Yeah.
actual.
Yeah, if you're gonna try to sketch on black paper, you're gonna have to use something a lot softer than that.
All right, I'll give it a try. Thanks.
Or you could just like be crazy and sketch with like a white colored pencil because that actually works really well too.
Not a bad idea. I
Although
have
it's and see, the nice thing about the black paper is it's really easy, even if you do that, to cover up your mistakes, because you can just take a black pencil and cover over the white marks, and it's just like completely invisible.
You know, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
You're clever.
I make lots of mistakes, and pencil is like the perfect eraser on black paper.
See, learning from each other. This is why the stream exists.
One day we're gonna get a plushie submission, and I'm gonna be like, Allie.
I can tell you a thing.
Best maker in the world.
That's not true. I mean, we all know Dazagorian. Yeah. She's a plush sculptress.
But I snuggle my Capricorn plushie every day.
See, that's good. That's what plushies are for. That's my belief. They shouldn't be sitting on the corner. They should be snuggled.
Oh, now I feel bad for all the ponies I put up on the corner.
That's okay. I'm staring at 4 on the shelf right now. 5, 6, 7. Oh god, don't make me look anymore.
I put all but Zom up on top of the bookshelf because the cat kept taking them.
No.
I was scared of them being turned into chew toys.
I'm currently hugging my Capricorn plushie.
Though to be fair, I have too many plushies. I couldn't sleep on the bed anymore.
There's no
It would
such
just-
thing.
But where am I supposed to sleep?
On the pile of them.
No, you pick them, you move them off.
So,
You make a throne of them. Alright, so help me draw horses. 2 quick things here. The curve going into the bottom of the head, this little area here, curve it towards the bottom of the jaw. Don't curve it inwards towards the back of the head. By curving it towards the bottom of the jaw, it's going to make it a nice smooth transition, much like your face. So if you take your hand and go from your chin and roll it across all the way down your neck, you'll notice that it curves as opposed to just being a very tight corner. That's what I suggest for this. Muzzle. Let's give it a little more definition. Round off that little corner there and separate the bottom jaw from the top jaw with just by breaking the tangent lines. It's gonna make it pop a bit more, make it a little bit more 3D because your heads are getting there. Your shape of your ears are looking great. Your positioning of them looking great. Your thicknesses, your sizes looking wonderful. You're getting there. I remember just a few weeks ago your art was in here and it didn't look nearly as good as this. You're improving.
Hell yeah, improvement.
I probably shouldn't have poured all the rum into my tea.
It's very much public, TNCU. We just try not to
Overflow it.
yeah, we try not to get too many voices going at one time in the stream.
Yeah, because then it's really hard to hear people when they're critiquing stuff.
Yeah. As far
We have a more. Go ahead, sorry.
as far as it being dead during times, I don't think anyone else uses it, except for us. I mean, it has a group of people that are talking on just the chat part of it, but most of us hang around the IRC for this subreddit. We got, 40-something people there at any given time talking? Okay, maybe 4 of those people are actually talking, but still. If you say butts, you'll get at least 10. And if you mention pizza, well, you might get a few more.
Butts. The lesson we have. I'll just quick say 2 things about the eyes. Be careful about curving them into the sphere. Like if you look at a skull, eyes are inset into the skull. They're not like curved into it, if that makes sense. Like if I have a circle here, while the eyes do follow somewhat of the curve, you wouldn't have like an oval pasted on. Think about it as it being you're following, but you're still inset to it. Bloop.
Nope.
Happy.
Happy pony.
We had 2 more submissions by TNCU, but I'm gonna ask, does anyone else have a submission before we go for round 2 on him?
Why is y'all stuff not showing up on my screen?
I blame ponies.
You always.
That's why I drink.
That's why I agree.
Was that a kitty?
That was me.
Sound like a kitty.
Sorry.
So how's all y'all day been?
Expensive.
Oh, what'd you do?
I had to get the window replaced.
Oh, that's not fun.
$240. That was incredible.
Yikes. What happened to it?
Oh, my car was broken too.
Ouch. Jeez, I'm sorry to hear.
Oh, that sucks.
Everything was stolen out of it. It was great. Just great.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't really keep much of value in there. I had matched paint for the car and Haynes manual for the car. They didn't take the
They took the
snow
manual?
Yeah, they took everything out of the car except for the Haynes manual. Or sorry, not the Haynes, the winter snow brush. Like they took all the little pieces of paper floating around in the trunk, little screws I had for bolting back the engine. because I was going to do a retrofit of certain parts of it, like little bolts and free floating, like around the trunk. They took pencils that were under, like loose pencils that had just rolled away in the trunk down into where the well sits for the spare tire. They took those too.
What the heck?
Yeah.
That is the oddest thing to steal.
So
What
so
did
the
you get
thought
robbed
is,
by? Freaking like.
the thought from the police officer on this, because what happened is he broke into our underground parking garage, uh, stole from a few cars there, and then eventually went out and robbed my car and then left. The thought is he was very, very, very high, and
Ah,
while he was going through cars, he must have been thinking they're his, and he was trying to clean them out or something along those lines, because he was targeting
Being
specific
high does
cars.
not do that.
Not like
That's
pot
no.
high. I'm talking
Oh.
like PCP or something, like shroom, something
Yeah,
different.
something like
Altering
crazy.
reality high.
Yeah, like you don't get that from
No,
alcohol.
being high on pot just makes you sit down on a couch and eat chips.
wow. Jeez.
No, but he'd ripped apart some columns on cars, like under the steering column, and he was trying to hotwire them. They think because he was just ripping apart wires, and it looks like some stuck together.
God.
So he destroyed a few SUVs doing that.
Jeez.
Yeah, good times. He also took the knob off my stereo.
I am so sorry.
He didn't take the
Oh.
stereo. The stereo would come out. The tools were in the glove box to take that, and he took the tools, but he didn't take the stereo with him.
Oh, I'm sorry to laugh at that, but
Oh no, it's hilarious.
I'm sorry. I want to hug you.
poor Zom. Okay, the draw along theme today is robbing cars.
Oh, I have a pony.
He has a pony?
I drew a pony today.
Ooh, pony. I drew a lime today.
How to shape the back ear.
Oh god, my speaker just started making all kinds of horrible sounds. What did y'all do?
The back ear?
It's because you pressed the radio button on it.
I think like the back ear. Think of it not as like a swooshy swoosh. It's a curve.
Yeah, it's like football.
You're making it harder than you think it is.
On the horse is right. Oh, this ear. Same idea.
Oh.
In reverse. Whoosh. Ear.
I drew a horse today.
Are we critiquing your horse?
Do you want to critique my horse?
We always want to critique your horse.
Okay, here's my horse.
No. Man, your horses are getting better. They're becoming.
Remind me, let me draw horses, or help let me draw. Let him draw horses. What I don't remember what was said. And remind us by what you mean by what we meant.
We're spacers.
Listen, it's been what, 2 weeks since, or did you crit the horseman last week?
I didn't see any help me draw horses in that group.
Okay.
Something about going out and over the neck. Yeah, this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is fine. Yeah.
I apparently did, and I don't remember.
No.
I should wait till the stream's over to start drinking. I'm sorry.
No, I disagree. If anything, you should drink harder, as though it's your paid career.
Okay, I can do that. I'll do that.
As though you have a vendetta against your liver.
Oh God.
All right, so we're gonna go on to Vital's picture then.
Go for it.
Never had a rum.
Oh god, it's so big.
What?
The picture, it's ginormous.
My
Why?
biggest pony.
Nay. Wait, wouldn't that be the Trojan horse?
Nay.
That's not a pony though. It's gotta be the Trojan pony.
I bet there's that joke somewhere. Let's see. No, I'm not gonna search Trojan pony.
Why not?
Cause I tell ya, the fandom has already gone on top of that proudly. And
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Why wouldn't you look for it if there is one?
Because I
Trojan
can't
pony?
look it up on the stream. That's why.
I don't get it. It'd just be a giant wooden pony.
See, when two people love each other.
So look at this cutie horse pie. Look at the cutie pie horse. It's a horse and it's cute and it's pie.
Oh no. This is how we get our license revoked.
Don't fall over.
I'm in a chair. How am I gonna go all over? Never mind. I've done that before.
So have I.
Having fallen out of the chair doing absolutely nothing, you're doing nothing wrong. Your pony's got a 1,000-yard stare.
I don't like her eye. Her far eye is wrong.
It's because you made this lip. Whoa, let me grab him.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
this.
yeah, it's too low. And then the color goes out too far. The color was supposed to stop like right here. And then this is supposed to be like right here.
Freaking traditional not being able to control Z.
Right? Like, have you ever tried to erase a Prismacolor?
No.
It doesn't work.
Sounds about right.
Don't they use wax as a binder?
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna have to erase it with fire.
I did manage to erase a little spot one time because I accidentally colored like over where I was putting the eye shine, and it took me like 10 minutes, some water, a knife, and like a hole in the paper, but I got rid of it.
A hole in the paper.
I think I would move this eye a little closer inwards to try and give a little more space between the eye and the ear. And sort of adorable eyes up to the side of this face. Yeah, just pull it in just a touch. Now I do have a question. I see this on every single one of your pictures. What's these blobs in the ear?
Oh,
Alright. As long as we're both in agreement on that.
probably some kind of floof, but not really because it doesn't look like floof very much. I don't know. It was supposed to kind of be floof, but it just never worked right. I just kept drawing it. Oh. I've done other types of floof, and they were cute, but I don't know. I just kept going back to that.
I mean, I guess my only suggestion for the floof is keep it closer to the base because as you go up the ear, it doesn't have as much hair in it.
I know.
Okie pokey.
I mean, if you put it at the base, it kind of looks like the old man fluff coming out of an ear. People do it around the top. They're just like bats.
Fluffier.
I think Granddad and Star Lizard still both have that set as their ringtone.
The floof sound?
I may or may not have recorded a song that involved me singing that. And then, like, yeah.
Oh, you're a sweet little lady.
I'm pretty sure I was drunk that day.
That's a pretty good excuse. Excuse me.
Gosh darn you.
It's contagious, isn't it?
Very.
I got Strangosaurus. Wonder if I got brain flow. That's a cute little lime.
Fluff, 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 fluff.
Yeah, I got nothing else on this Vital. It's adorable as ever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't remember. No, maybe. Did I have y'all critique the other one of these that I did?
I don't know.
It was a
Prob-
title. I can't remember. I may have asked you to critique it in the IRC. I don't remember.
I have seen a few headshots from you.
Any recently?
Yes.
Uh,
I saw this Pinkie Pie one.
Let me see when I did this one.
I think Strangosaurus just gave BFC the Ice Bucket Challenge.
April 19th. When was that? That
That
was Tuesday of
April
last
19th.
week. That was last stream. Yeah, I was gonna have this critted during the stream, but then I was the only one doing it, so I didn't. And I can't remember if I asked you to do it in the IRC or not.
You might have. I don't recall.
also, while we're waiting, is there anyone in the chat that has anything else they want critiqued?
Get all your arts critiqued in here.
There's
We will
Tennessee
critique it
Zoo.
in your arts.
One day only this week. Get your art critique.
This phone had that one. Did you do that one already? I can't remember.
Yes, I saw this in the IRC.
Okay, so you don't have to.
We talked about how big the floof is at the back of the head.
Yeah, that's what it was. The fluke is too big on the back, and yeah.
She sounds like she's asleep already.
Yeah.
I had caffeine. I don't ever have caffeine.
What? You should have all the caffeine.
I never have caffeine.
I miss my morning coffees.
I don't drink coffee or soda.
God damn, this pony's adorable.
Which pony?
One from Cat and Dash Soup.
Oh, I know. Wait, which one? Because there's lots of them.
It's one he asked for critique on.
Apparently, there's one in the IRC.
What?
Get him in here, BFC. That is so dang adorable. Oh my god. I love the body shape on that. It stretches things in just the right way that just makes me want to hug it.
You just want to rub its belly.
I want to scoop it up in my arms and hug
I don't
it.
want to do either of those things. I just want to like flying tackle glomp this thing and just yuckily.
Words. Use words. Take deep breaths. Oxygen into body. I think the face is what needs work here. Mostly.
Yeah, it's not got the big muscle like all the other ones of yours have.
In fact, it has no muzzle. It's just gone.
Like at all. It's flat.
It could also use the one thing I see is it could use a little bit. It's almost as if the muzzle is a different angle than the eyes, because it's like doing that flat front-facing muzzle thing. Yeah, just giving it that little bit of definition saves the day. Definition can be adorable. Like, the LD, do you mind if I erase what you did? So, like, here's a really, really stupidly simple thing you can do to add some definition, but not have it being, like, super detailed, defined anatomy and bodily correct thing. I swear I'm not drinking.
I am.
So, like, you just need to do like a little boop and a little
Yeah,
doop.
swirly muzzle.
And it's good to go. See, you just need that little corner.
We could give it a cute little like. I can't draw. A cute little like. Whoosh. I'm a happy pony.
Oh my gosh. She's just ridiculous today. I love it.
I'm ridiculous every day. Ask my copper phone.
She's so adorable, you just want to throw her in the hold and lock her up there for a week.
She is drained with the proper term.
I can still walk and get more drinks. That means I'm not drink yet.
Stand up really quick and try to go get a drink. Oh, she. Yeah.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
She veered like 10 feet to the right and almost hit the TV stand, but managed to stop herself on the front door.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Stream After Dark edition.
I have a new drink and my other one's not even done yet.
I say let's go for the after stream party now. We're done with critique.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should go away.
No, you
No.
shouldn't. But you gotta be careful about those squeaks. Your glassware around you might just start shattering.
I think the worst I did was put Undead Rattler in like a cute, adorable coma for like an hour and a half. That was probably the worst of it.
Oh, God.
He just laid on the ground for like an hour and a half unconscious. It was silly.
Alright, do we wanna call this?
I think it's time.
Alright. We're just gonna go to the free draw section.
I want to snuggle the pony. I want a floofiness.
This person was in the subreddit that posted the super floofy huggable pony.
Yeah, that's
I
10
want
series.
to hug them.
10 is
Come
the
on,
series.
Con, give me a hug, okay?
They're in our chat right now, talking to us.
Oh, yes. Good.
I will probably be slightly less drunk at BronyCon.
As long as you're allowed in.
Slightly less drunk because I'm gonna be staff.
As long
But
as you're
I have a
allowed
night
in.
shift, so I can drink in the morning and then be drunk at night afterwards, right?
Ladies, yes, drop pile is still there.
More everywhere. So I'm hugging you right now.
Discord, I'm howling at the moon.
Lucid in the middle of a summer afternoon.
Yes, you can feel free to hop on Discord. I am going to hit stop recording because this stuff is not important.